Doxxed by a feminist. What to do? One of the worst things that can happen on the internet is to be doxxed. And it is no secret that feminists dox people all the time. Here's what happened to me. I was banned unfairly from posting on Facebook for 3 days recently, after calling somebody a bully. I swear honestly, that was the only thing in the flagged post that could be construed as an insult. Later, I was somewhat doxxed by a feminist friend of mine who was involved. This was the friend of mine whose timeline this altercation happened upon. It happened after I tried to inform her about the well-known paid internet agents working for Hillary Clinton at this point in the campaign. I also tried to explain how these trolls have operated both on social media and feminist publications like Everyday Feminism and Jezebel. I tried to tell her that fourth-wave feminist media is corrupt, and offered her very clear examples of instances in which the corruption was abundantly clear. That is what got me attacked. It was not because of my language or anything sexist, but for revealing too much politically. Before I tell my story, I want to make clear what anybody who believes in freedom of speech on the internet should do when this type of thing happens. We should not dox anybody in return, because that would compromise our integrity, and is illegal. However, we should absolutely tell everybody we know what happened exactly during the altercation. We should tell our personal networks what the argument was about, in exact detail, and then what we did that apparently crossed a line with the feminists in question, so that observers of our story will know what exactly will lead to a full-blown feminist internet attack. Men like Gregory Allen Elliott have already been taken to court because of such online fights with fourth-wave feminists. You see, people who are in the resistance against this totalitarian rule need to stick up for each other and be aware of these attacks every time they happen, as they are growing in number, seemingly. But remember, it is absolutely not okay to ever publicly publish the personal information of the person who doxed you, including their mere name on Facebook, or even their Twitter handle. Not only is it immoral, but it can be interpreted as illegal, even though they do it to us all the time. I know it sounds unfair, but life isn't fair. Just make sure everybody knows the important details of how it happened and why exactly you really think you got doxed or reported to the authorities. And tell people that they can contact you personally if they want to know who did it exactly. I don't think there are any laws against telling people in private which feminists are abusing their current political power on social media. Now, about the specific person who vaguely doxed me. It was a longtime friend of mine that I have, for now, temporarily cut off all ties with. It was incredibly hurtful, not just because it was a betrayal, but also because she directly exposed personal details about me to the person I really had a problem with. You see, my former friend is friends with a very publicly obvious career feminist on Facebook, and that person instigated an argument with me when I was doing my best to ignore her. This all happened after I tried to explain the political ties of fourth-wave feminism to the Hillary Clinton campaign on my friend's wall, which are more than obvious if you do your homework. After I did that and cited sources to illustrate it, her friend, the professional feminist, began making rude attacks on my character out of nowhere. They were irrelevant to the conversation we were having. She was clearly just trying to get under my skin, which I am used to with online feminists. I knew better than to respond too harshly. I did not call the woman instigating an argument with me a cunt or a bitch, nor did I swear at her in any way. Rather, I said the following: "Stop, bully. I realize this is your career, but nobody is buying what you are selling here." That was all. After saying that, I went to sleep, figuring I had done a good job finishing the argument by calling her a bully, but also by letting her know that I perfectly understood her motive in arguing with me, as she seemed to be getting paid to do it. She seemed like an obvious Clinton troll based on her associations with feminism and her crude approach to attacking me personally for no reason besides my criticisms of feminism. When I woke up, I found that my post had been flagged and that it somehow constituted harassment according to the Facebook rules, and that my account was disabled from posting for 3 days. Apparently Facebook thinks that calling somebody a bully is considered harassment. It would seem also that the paid trolls for Hillary Clinton know the fine print of which words are considered harassing, and they will instigate drama with you and flag your post for that simple infraction. You see, They likely have a list of words that they know Facebook's automatic punitive algorithm will respond to once somebody flags a post. These paid trolls know that if somebody calls somebody a cunt, or a bitch, or even just a bully, they can tattle to the Facebook authorities and get that person in trouble. They know what words to get you to say, so that they know when they can officially censor you, and they will do their best to get you to say them, as is apparent. After this all happened, the woman that reported me even went so far as to delete the posts in which she attacked me. She deleted the insults that she posted about my character, so that when my actual friend woke up, there was no evidence that she clearly was provoking me. The paid Clinton troll clearly knew exactly what she was doing the entire time. She was trying to stop me from revealing too much information about how their corrupt campaign operates. In my heart, I still felt that my friend would understand this corruption when I explained it to her, so I decided to text message her about it, as she would have no way of knowing I had been temporarily blocked from posting on Facebook and that I couldn't just contact her that way. Unfortunately, she didn't understand what I was telling her, and she got into an argument with me and denied it. She said I was not banned for any other reason besides that I was rude and aggressive in the conversation, as if having a heated political debate on Facebook is somehow unusual, or that there should be rules against it. In private, I felt compelled to tell my friend bigger details about the corruption of Hillary Clinton's campaign. I told her she needed to understand that some of her feminist friends who get paid to do feminist work are working for Clinton, even if they don't know it, which is relevant information because she does not support Clinton. Apparently that struck a nerve with her, and so she screenshot the text message of mine and posted it publicly on Facebook, so that her feminist friends could then see it. At that point, if there had been any chance that her professional feminist friends had a doubt that I was onto their game, they knew damned well I was fully aware at this point, and trying to inform people of their corruption. I would say this puts me in a horrible position, but I am just one person with a small YouTube channel with a robot voice that few people actually watch. I am not paranoid enough to believe that these feminists could organize anything that might potentially harm me. Also, after I informed her that sharing my private text publicly was illegal, she deleted the entire thread, so I don't think many people saw it. Still, it is distressing to know how dirty they play when debating topics on the internet. Not only are some people paid to instigate such drama for their income, but they even have trained people that some of us might know and trust to do illegal things like doxing to defend the cause. They are so thoroughly brainwashed that they think defending the sacred faith of feminism is the most important factor on any agenda. They will even betray and dox their own close friends ahead of defying the wills of the ideology, even if the people doing the doxing don't think they support Hillary Clinton, who is the candidate they are strengthening every time they dox people or report them to the social media authorities for criticizing feminism. As Hillary Clinton's campaign is largely, or mainly powered by feminism, this did not happen by accident. Much money was put into making things this way in many nations. Feminists are sponsored to train women to publicly shame anybody who disagrees with feminism. Let there be no doubt about it. If this or something similar has happened to you, please share your story. Share how exactly it happened, and what you said that made them feel you are a threat. Thank you for your time.